my YouTube channel. Welcome back, welcome back. This week is going to be a very important week since CPI data will be released on Tuesday, folks. So be prepared and keep your eye out for this core CPI data, which will be released this September 13th. So what else are being released on September 13th? We have the NFIB Small Business Index. We have the Consumer Price Index. We have the core CPI. We have the CPI from a year-on-year perspective. We have our core CPI from a year-on-year perspective. And we have a federal budget, which will be released on September 13th. So following the day afterward, we are going to see the Producer Price Index final demand. And on Thursday, a lot of essential data will be released on Thursday too. Jobless claim, retail sale exclude vehicle, Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Index, Empire State Manufacturing Index. And we're going to have our Import Price Index, Industrial Production Index. So what is really important to learn about Philadelphia and Empire State? So that is giving us a regional perspective of how the U.S. economy from a regional perspective is performing with ongoing interest rate. And also, that's what we are seeing here. Let's look on Friday. University of Michigan, which I believe will release their Consumer Sentiment Index. And also, they will release their 5-year consumer inflation expectation. So a lot of great stuff are coming out this week. And we are very excited, especially with the core CPI data, which will determine where the Federal Reserve will position themselves, whether or not for them to raise up another 75 basic point or for them to slow down from taking such hawkish stance on the U.S. economy here. Let's look more. So we are now seeing signs that inflation has peaked since for the past couple months here. So crude oil has been down, and it's such a great thing, even reaching pre-Ukraine Russian crisis. So that is a very great thing with crude oil. However, there are so much great pressure from the market, which could push crude oil to go up. But however, we are seeing signs that inflation has peaked and some sign of easing in August. U.S. consumer price inflation shows sign of moderating in August for the second straight month, though the decrease was uneven across sectors and it's remained unclear where the slowdown will continue. However, there's so much uncertainty out there in the market, which means that there are no guarantee of the possibility of the U.S. won't enter a recession. But however, there are signs of inflation have peaked. We have seen gasoline price fell sharply in August, airfare drop, and used car and hotel app, while rent increase also gave hint of slowing or according to a private firm that tracks such data. But however, food price has gone up significantly when this past summer, couple months, especially coffee, egg, chicken, and bread. So a lot of stuff are giving us a great picture of where the U.S. economy is headed right now. So there are no clear path or definition. So, but what we are seeing that we are experiencing a slowdown driven by the decline in fuel price, but there is still significant upward pressure on such important categories such as food, household item, and healthcare product. So, a lot of mixed results are coming out from the market, but core CPI data will be released on Tuesday, which will play an essential role in determining whether or not the Federal Reserve will take another hawkish stance. However, we are now receiving news coming out from Secretary Yellen, indicating that no strong labor market in long run if inflation is high. So she believed that even though we have a strong U.S. economic infrastructure, however, we could not avoid the chance of entering a recession. There is a chance, so there's no guarantee that we will not enter one. So what she's saying that we cannot avoid one. And right now, the Federal Reserve is planning to hike the interest rate. So a lot of uncertainty are coming out from the market. And what she said on Sunday, especially right here, the Fed is going to need great skill and also some good luck to achieve what we sometimes call a soft landing. So what she said here, great skill and good luck, which means there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. So what she really stated, potential for recession is concerned and the risk. So there is a high chance of the Federal Reserve pushing the U.S. economy into a recession. And the investors are fearing for another 75 basis point, which we are going to see on September 20 to 21. So that is what we are hearing from the market. A lot of uncertainty filling up right now, and we are prepared for Fed Chair Jerome Powell to raise up another 3/4 of a percentage point. So that is what we are seeing. Okay, let's move forward here. Yellen just reiterated Fed will need great skill and good luck to bring down inflation without pushing the U.S. economy into a recession. The Federal Reserve has to use its judgment to bring inflation down along with the ever-present risk of a recession. This is very alarming, folks, especially coming out from a prominent federal individual such as Secretary Yellen here. And she has stated the fact that there is no guarantee that the Federal Reserve will push the U.S. economy into a recession. And if that does happen, we are in a big, big trouble here. Whenever a recession occurs, usually the federal government will print more money, even create significant pressure on the market and even raising inflation as a result of surplus spending. There are more signs to this metric. There are more signs to this argument. We are seeing signs from shipping rate plunge. Experts say unprecedented boom has peaked. Consumers are easing on purchasing merchandise due to rising costs. And right now, consumers are taking their very conservative stance on what they are willing to pay as inflation hurt their wallet. And as a result, we are seeing a decline in shipping rate. On major trade routes have fallen by more than half since the beginning of this year. A potential sign of easing inflation pressure and alleviate supply chains largely. Data from Freightos show the cost to ship a 40-foot container from China to the West Coast. It's around $4,300. They are 72% from mid-January. So this is just our key metric as rise in interest rate. Slow economy is happen. It will happen. It will happen. Let's look more. Americans are not very confident with the housing crisis as of right now. 3 out of 4 Americans say it is a very bad time to purchase a home with rise in mortgage rate and for 30 years, 15 years, 5 years. And that's just the trouble. Homeowner cannot afford to carry a loan that has a high mortgage rate, especially when homeowner has to be paying more than 6% for a 30-year mortgage. So that's just a problem. And pessimism when the country is growing. Home buyer sentiment decrease when it comes to expectation for future home price. Those who expect home price to go up in the next 12 months rose from 39% to 33%. So this is a problem, folks. People are not very confident in the market. Let's look more. We are going to hear from Mark Zangley. Even believe that there will be a correction happening, and we are seeing signs of a correction. With rise in mortgage rate, homeowners are pausing to purchase a home. They can't afford that. They can't afford that. The housing market is in a recession, many economics say, but when will home price come back down to earth? Only if when the Federal Reserve decides to slow down on raising the interest rate. That is one case where the economy will make a U-turn. However, as of now, with mortgage rate edging higher, buyers are pulling back from the market. More sellers are cutting price on their listing and offer more concession to entice buyers. So this is a pullback within the market. Let's look at our 30-year mortgage rate. It's nearly 6%. As of Thursday, a year ago, the 30-year mortgage rate was around 2.8%, 80%. Okay, folks. So what are my thoughts with the market right now? Important data will be released this week, so keep your eye out on core CPI data, which will be released on Tuesday. And also, we are seeing growing sign of recession concern as Secretary Yellen has raised recession concern. She said the Federal Reserve will need good luck and try to their best to steer us into a soft landing. However, the risk of a recession is possibly high and significantly high, according to Secretary Yellen. So be prepared for a recession, folks, and things are looking bad as of right now. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.